Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing the setup for my reading journals. And I know I didn't do one last month, and I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to do a video on the setup of every month. I was kind of hoping that I would save it till the end of the month and do kind of like a reading wrap up, and then I would show you what I did at the end. But this month I wanted to do this specific theme, and I couldn't wait. I just wanted to do it, so here we are. We are doing a monthly setup for the journal, and the theme is Encanto. So if you have not seen Disney's Encanto, I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful movie, about family and about acceptance and about sticking together throughout everything. And there's so many hard to talk about topics that are brought up in this movie, that I think it's not only for children. Even though it's an animated movie, it's one of those Disney movies that are for the entire family, that like the whole family can get something out of it. And I have seen tons and tons of videos of people that have reacted to the movie, and they talk about all of these important topics that we have to bring up within our families, especially Hispanic or Latino families. Things that we try to hide or not talk about because that would put our family to shame, and we don't know the damage that we are causing. So the main topic is, generational trauma, and how it is explored in this movie. And it is just such a beautiful, they did an amazing job. And if you just search here on YouTube, reactions to Encanto, you're gonna find tons of videos of different people, different experts, like psychology experts, that will tell you how these different characters are portrayed, and specifically how they relate to the generational trauma in this case. So if you have seen this movie, you will know that Casita, the home of the Familia Madrigal, is almost like another character in this story. There's magic involved. The house is magical. There's objects moving. There's doors opening. Um, it's almost another character. The members of the family will call Casita for specific things. They will ask her to do things. So it's another character, in this story. And for the main page of starting with the month of February, I wanted to start with the main door to Casita, and especially because I really like how I really like the front door and the colors that they have. I thought it was really beautiful. And like I said, since doors in this movie are a main component of the story, I thought it would be really cool to focus only on the doors for the specific setup. So as always, I will have a list of all of the supplies that I've used in the description box below. But I used a combination of things that I already have here at home. The one that I'm using right now is the Zebra Mildliner markers that I use. This one was I believe the 25 pack, and I thought this color was the closest I could get to the color of the door from the movie. I also used some of my Crayola Super Tips. I used some of my Tombow brush pens. I will have the numbers for them in the description, so if you want to know exactly which ones I used. I also used, for some of the doodles I did later on, I used a gel pen that I got in a subscription box from Archer and Olive. I used again, the greenish pen, but yeah, it's just not one set. I used a combination of things that I had here. I was trying to find the closest things that I could get to the colors from the movie. So if you look really close at what Bruno is wearing, he is wearing some type of shell, and it's kind of like decorations. It looks like it's embroidered on the sides. You can find this pattern that I'm drawing here to make it into my border for my spread. So it's one of those little details that once you've seen the movie over and over, you'll start noticing. So I wanted to bring that little part of, the clothing that the characters are wearing in the movie, and bring it into my spread. And I mean, it's just such a simple little detail, but it looks like it's embroidered into his clothing. And knowing of all the detail that goes into like traditional traditional clothing from Hispanic or Latino families, I thought, it's such an important thing. Somebody hand embroidered that into the clothing, so I wanted to add that to my spread. So the next spread that I'm doing is my calendar, and in the calendar, there's different things that I like to track. One of the things I do is I write the name of the book that I am reading, and if I'm reading a physical book, I'll write how many pages I read or chapters I read, and if I'm listening to an audiobook, I'll write minutes or hours that I listened to that book on that day. If I happen to finish a book, then I'll just say finished. I'll write the name of the book, and then I'll say finished. But I also like to implement other things this month. I want to see if I can try to schedule in some of the different videos that I know are coming up this month. There's a few YouTubers that are booktubers that are doing reading sprints, and I want to add them to my calendar and just kind of be aware of when they're happening. I know Erica from the Broken Spine is doing sprints because she's doing a read along of the Poppy War, and that's a trilogy that I would love to finish this year. So I really want to follow along in her read along, and I don't want to miss any of the live shows that she will have. As far as the drawing for the spread, I wanted to do the candle, and the candle is a very important part of the story. It means some sort of protection, not only for the Madrigals, but also the people that live in this community. Another thing that we should keep in mind is that this movie is heavily influenced in real life events, specifically the um, Civil War in Colombia. And in the beginning of the movie, we see how so many families are driven away from their homes and their day-to-day lives because of all the violence that is going on. So they're seeking refuge far away into the mountains because of everything that is going on at this time. So it's so great to see some historical representation in this movie as well. Okay, so to be really honest with you guys, I did not like how this turned out. I think later on in the month I want to try and redo this candle and find the perfect yellow or maybe like a gold color for for this candle, and maybe at the end of the month I'll show you what I've come up with. But I did not like how it turned out. I like the butterfly in the candle, but I did not like the colors. The yellow was not the color that I needed it for it, and I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time I'm encouraged to try it again and see what I can do on my take 2. Alright, so this is the final spread, and in this final spread I just want to keep track of different things throughout my reading for the month. So the first box that you're going to see here, it's basically the same thing that you've been seeing if you have seen any other of my videos, which is if I'm reading a physical book, a audiobook, if I own the book, or if I borrowed it from the library, and what application did I use. Did I use for my library I use Hoopla and Libby, but then I also have other applications like Storytel to read mostly books written in Spanish, and then I also use Libro FM. So yeah, I want to continue to keep track of that, as I've been doing for the last few months. I also want to, inspired by other reading journals that I have seen and other uh, videos that I've seen here on YouTube, I also want to keep track of different things like genres and the pages that I'm reading, or the hours that I'm listening to the audiobook. Also, I want to keep track of the read-alongs that I'm participating in. Like I said before, I want to continue to participate in the read-along for the Poppy War that Erica from the Broken Spine is um, hosting starting this month. And there's other 2 that I want to continue to keep track of. So that's what I want to do in this spread. So to continue with the theme of the doors, like I said, this story, the doors are very important. Each door represents each family member and their gift. So each door to their bedroom will have their image and their name, but also a representation of what it is, the gift that they have been given. So I wanted to do that here. I wanted to make different doors for the different tracking systems that I'm going to follow this month. And then I also wanted to do little things that I thought would be cute. For example, the glasses. Those are Mirabelle's glasses, and I thought they were so cute. I really want a pair of glasses that look just like Mirabelle's. They're so cute. And also the little satchel that she wears. Although I didn't really like how it turned out, that's another one that I'm gonna have to try to and practice more, because I could do better than that. But yeah, so far for this spread, this is basically all I did. Okay, and the last little detail, as you've seen, I wanted to add butterflies. You'll see butterflies throughout the movie everywhere. They have their own little meaning also with the story. And I found these stamps at Michael's a long time ago, and I thought it'd be really cute to use these and just to add another little detail. Okay, so that's it for the February monthly setup. I hope you guys liked it as much as I liked creating them. And let me know in the comments below if you have seen this movie, if you liked it, and who your favorite character is. For me, my favorite character is Bruno because, poor Bruno. He deserves better. So yeah, and probably Julieta. Julieta is also a favorite character just for the simple fact that she can heal people with her food. And that's like a gift that I wish I had. I wish I could heal people with with my food. So yeah, let me know in the comments who your favorite character is. And Victoria, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Mirabel and Stefan and Camilo because he's always so funny. And also Antonio.
And Antonio. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.